Hello, my dear students. This is Hina Kausar and welcome back to the class. In the previous session, we had discussed about electric field. What is an electric field? Electric field is a region or space around a charged particle, right? Where if you bring a test charge, that test charge will experience an electrostatic force. Either it will be force of attraction or it will be force of repulsion. So this is what we had discussed in the previous class, and also a few important definitions relating to electric field, like uniform electric field, non-uniform electric field. What is an uniform electric field? It means if the magnitude, the strength of the electric field and the direction are same at any point in the electric field, then such field we call it as uniform electric field. If the strength or the direction are not same in the space, right? Such type of electric field we call it as non-uniform electric field. We also had discussed regarding electric field intensity. How do we define this? Electric field intensity is nothing but the force experienced by a unit positive charge which is placed at that point in an electric field, right? And also we had derived expression for this electric field intensity considering due to point charge. If we consider a point charge, due to that point charge, what will be the electric field intensity which can be experienced at a point P which is placed at a distance r, right? So that will be vector E is equals to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by r square into r cap. And also we had discussed few derivations relating to electric field intensity when we consider multiple number of charges. So all these things we had learnt in the previous session. So now let us discuss regarding electric field lines. What is these electric field lines? Electric field lines are basically imaginary lines. Imaginary lines means it is just in our imagination. Physically it doesn't exist, but we imagine these field lines because it can help us to determine the direction of the electric field in the space. At any given point, if we want to know the direction of the electric field, by means of drawing these pictorial representation of the electric field, we can determine in which direction the electric field is being exerted, right? So how do we define this electric field lines? And electric field lines are curved or straight imaginary lines in the electric field such that the tangent at any point on the field lines gives the direction of the electric field at that point. So, say for example, this straight line, either a straight line or a curved line will represent the electric field, right? If we draw a tangent, these are electric field lines. So, if we draw a tangent to these lines, say for example, in this example, I have drawn this blue colored line as a tangent to this straight line. So this tangent will give us the direction of the electric field at this particular point. Similarly, in this curved line, this is a curved electric field line. We have just imagined it in this way. If we draw tangent at this particular point, at any point, if we want to determine the field direction, we will just simply draw a tangent at that particular point. The tangent will give the direction of the electric field at that particular point. I hope you understood what are electric field lines. So simple terms ಅಲ್ಲಿ electric field lines ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ these are imaginary lines. ಈ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ನ ನಾವು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಐದರ್ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಥವಾ ಕರ್ವ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ. ಆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಬ್ಲೂ ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಬ್ಲೂ ಲೈನ್ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಅದೇ ಕರ್ವ್ಡ್ ಲೈನಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ನಾವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫಿಸಿಕಲಿ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಇದನ್ನ ಬರೀ ನಾವು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಕರ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕರ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. Let us try to make use of these electric field lines and see in different distribution of charges how the electric field lines will exert, or how do we can draw the electric field lines in case of different distribution of charges. Very first one, let us consider a point charge. If we are considering a point charge, how we can draw the electric field lines and how we can determine the direction of electric field in those cases. First, I'll take an example of field vectors. For that, I'll be assuming there is a positive charge plus. So we know that for a point charge which is positive, the electric field will be always acting radially outward, right? So it will exert the force radially in outward direction. So the arrow marks are acting outward. So what we have to do if we are considering the field vector, the length of the field vector, the arrow mark, the length of this arrow will represent the magnitude of the field which is present in this space around this charge, right? As you can see, nearer to the charge, the length of the arrow mark is more, which means the magnitude of the field strength will be more near to the charge, whereas far from the positive charge, if you see, the arrow mark length is less, which means this field vector is representing the magnitude which is less. So as you go far from the positive charge, the effect of the electric field will go on decreasing, because the magnitude which is represented by these field vectors, you can see it is going on decreasing as it is going further, right? Suppose if you consider a negative charge, right? Charge which is less than 0. Then in this case, the field vectors will be acting radially inward direction. The field will exert the electrostatic force in the inward direction, right? In this case as well, you can observe that the length of this arrow is more near to the charge, which means the magnitude of the electric field near to this charge is more compared to the farther side of the charges, right? So this is the representation of the electric field in terms of field vectors. So those size of the lines is representing the magnitude of the strength of the electric field. But if we use the electric field lines means those are imaginary straight lines or those are imaginary curved lines. If I consider a positive charge, unit positive charge, only a single point positive charge, these are the straight lines which we can use. These lines we can call it as electric field lines, which will be acting radially outward direction. The arrow mark will represent the direction of the field in which it is exerting. So for a positive charge, the electric field will be acting the electric field in radially outward direction. But in case of negative charge, the field will be acting in inward direction, radially inward direction. So the imaginary lines, the straight imaginary lines we can draw in this way. Okay. So this is the representation for the electric field line in case of positive point charge, and this is the representation of the negative charge, electric field lines relating to the negative point charge, which are acting radially in inward direction. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಸುತ್ತ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ನ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬಿಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ರೇಡಿಯಲಿ ಔಟ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಆರೋ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಔಟ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ನ ನಾವು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಂದ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ನ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಸುತ್ತ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿ direction arrow mark towards negative charge idre, that will represent the electric field due to the negative charge. So these are the electric field lines of a negative point charge, and these are the electric field lines due to a positive charge. Now let us try to see how the electric field lines will be due to a pair of equal and unlike charges. So bari one charge ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. Positive charge ಇದ್ರೆ electric field lines we should draw straight lines which are acting radially outward. Negative charge ಇದ್ರೆ straight lines ನ draw ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Arrow should be towards the negative charge. ಆದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು charges ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ when two equal amount of charges magnitude same ಇದ್ದು ಅನ್ಲೈಕ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಪೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನ ನಾವು ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ನ ಹೇಗೆ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ನಾವು ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಿ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಗೆ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 2 point charges which are having same magnitude. I consider 1 plus q charge and minus q charge. So the field lines should be curved lines which are drawn like this, which should originate from the positive charge and terminate towards the negative charge. Originate means the direction at point plus q charge should be radially in outward direction, right?
And these lines should terminate towards the negative charge, right? So the arrow mark should be away from the positive charge and should be towards the negative charge. And if you want to find out electric field direction at any particular point, say suppose at this point P, if we have to find out the electric field direction, then simple, we have to draw a tangent at that particular point. So that tangent represents the direction of the electric field at that particular point, right? So in this way you can determine the direction of electric field at any point considering these electric fields. If you draw at any point a tangent, so those tangents will give you the direction of electric field, right? And also if you observe this diagram, you can see that the electric field lines, they have been contracted lengthwise, right? Why does this electric field lines are contracted in lengthwise? Because you can see there is a force of attraction between the positive charge and the negative charge. This is obvious. We know that between any two unlike charges there will be force of attraction. So the electric field lines, since they are contracted lengthwise, so that contraction represents there is a force of attraction between the positive charge and the negative charge, right? So this is a simple way of representing the electric field lines when we consider 2 point charges which are of different type, or which 2 equal charges, magnitude same irbeku ಆದರೆ unlike charges ಇದ್ದಾಗ electric fields ನ ನಾವು ಈ ರೀತಿ imagine ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, in the same way let us consider one more example, that is electric field lines due to a pair of equal and like charges. Like charges means the charges which are having same polarities, either positive positive or negative negative. Both should have the same magnitude, equal magnitude iddu ಎರಡು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ let us consider a simple example. Here I have considered 2 positive charges which are having same magnitudes, right? Both are of equal magnitudes. Now between these 2 charges electric field lines will be like this, which means they will exert the electric field in this way, right? Why? Because since this is a positive charge, it will exert the electric field in a radially outward direction. Since very nearly we have placed one more positive charge, so that charge will also exert the electric field which will be acting radially outwards, right? If you keenly observe this diagram, you can see there is a pressure which is exerted laterally between these 2 charges, right? So why does there is a pressure between these 2 charges? It is because since they are of same type, there will be force of repulsion between these two charges, right? Therefore, these electric field lines will exert a lateral pressure, that is sideways pressure, to represent the repulsion between these two charges. I hope you understood the. So this is the example of an electric dipole where we consider two unlike charges of equal magnitude. So electric field line representation is like this. If we consider same magnitude of charges but are of same type, that is like charges, then the electric field lines representation will be in this way. So now let us see electric field lines due to a uniform field. What do I mean by uniform field? Uniform field andre now we had understood in the previous session, that is ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, ವಿಥೌಟ್ ಚೇಂಜಿಂಗ್, ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೇಮ್, ದೆನ್ ಸಚ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಈ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದಾಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಆ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಆ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? ಎರಡು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಒನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅದರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್. ದೆನ್ there will be a field which will be uniformly set up between these two plates, right? Same amount of charges idre ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದೇ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? So uniform field will be set up between these two plates. Now how we will imagine the electric field lines? That should be straight lines, right? So the green lines here is representing the electric field lines which will represent the uniform electric field. Okay, so this is about the representation of electric field lines in different cases. Now let us see what are all the properties of these electric field lines, right? Electric field lines ಅಥವಾ field lines ಗೆ ಬೇರೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಯಾವ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ವೆರಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ the electric field lines are imaginary lines. As we just discussed earlier, electric field lines do not exist physically. Physically ಇದು exist ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಬರೀ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಈ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಾನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So the second property is a unit positive charge placed in the electric field tends to follow a path along the field line if it is free to do so. What does this mean? It means, say for example, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ನ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, and also we had drawn electric field lines, right? So these green lines are nothing but the electric field lines which is due to the uniform electric field path. So ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸಪೋಸ್ ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ನ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಅದು ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಲೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಫ್ರೀಲಿ ಟು ಮೂವ್, then what happens, it will trace the path as that of the electric field lines. So electric field ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ನ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗಿ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅದೇನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, that should always traverse the electric field lines path. So that is the meaning of this second property. I hope you got it. So the next property is the electric field lines emanate from a positive charge and terminate on a negative charge, right? So this property we had observed in electric dipole, right? In the previous slide, I'll just show you that example. So see here we had seen that the electric field lines should originate from the positive charge and terminates towards the negative charge. This should always be the same case when we considering two unlike charges, right? So this is also one of the properties of electric field lines. Next property is the tangent to an electric field line at any point gives the direction of the electric field at that point. For that, let us consider imaginary electric field line. So I have considered here a curved imaginary line. So on this electric field line, at any point, if you want to find out what is the direction of the electric field, say for example, at this point I want to know what is the field direction, then what I will do, I'll simply draw a tangent at that point. Okay, so I have drawn this tangent. So this tangent represents what? It represents the direction of the electric field at this particular point on the electric field line. So in this way, at any point you can determine what will be the electric field direction. Next property is two electric field lines can never cross each other. ಅಂದರೆ ಎರಡು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ನಾವು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ separated by certain distance, right? Either it might be a curved line or a straight line. They can never cross each other. Why? If they cross each other, what happens? Say for example, here I have considered two curved electric field lines. If they cross each other, what happens at this point? At this point of intersection, we will get two tangents, right? One, say one in this direction, E1 vector, and other will be in E2 vector. So this is not possible practically at the same point, having electric field two different directions, right? So that is not possible practically. So that is why whenever we are considering electric field lines, so they should never cross each other. Fine. So that is a very important property of electric field lines. Next property is electric field lines are closer where the electric field is stronger, and the lines spread out where the electric field is weaker. Say for example, there is a magnitude of charge. Outside the charge, obviously we will draw the electric field lines in this way. Okay, assume there is a positive charge. So then the field lines will be acting radially outward. If these field lines are crowded means ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಹತ್ರ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ನ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ತುಂಬಾ ಹತ್ರ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದೇನ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ದಟ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ಸ್ the magnitude of the electric field is very more large in that space. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಎಂದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ say in this example, I have considered one more charge, but the electric field lines are not crowded, they are drawn very farther, right? So this means what? The strength of the electric field surrounding to this charge is lesser. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಸ್ ನ ನಾವು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ದೂರ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗು? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಸೊ ಕ್ರೌಡೆಡ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್, more will be the strength of electric field. Less crowded the electric field lines, the strength of the field will also be less. Next important property is electric field lines are perpendicular to the surface of a positively or negatively charged body. It means whether the body is a regular shaped or irregular shaped. Okay, if it is positively charged or negatively charged, the field line should be always perpendicular to the surface of the charged body. In this case, these are the field lines which are perpendicular to the surface. Here also you can see, even though the shape is irregular, since the body is positively charged, then the electric field line should be perpendicular to the surface of that positively charged body. It can be positively charged or negatively charged, that not be the case, but the electric field line should be always perpendicular to the surface. So the next property is electric field lines contract lengthwise to represent attraction between two unlike charges, and they will exert lateral pressure to represent repulsion between two like charges. So these two properties we had observed in the previous slides. I'll just show you that example. See, here we have seen lengthwise it is contracting. The electric field lines, if they are contracting, that will represent the force of attraction between those two charges. Similarly, if they exert a lateral pressure sideways, then what does it show? It will show the force of repulsion between those two charges, the same two charges. Okay, so that is also an important property of electric field lines. So the next property is the number of lines per unit cross sectional area perpendicular to the field lines is directly proportional to the magnitude of the intensity of electric field in that region. What does it mean? Suppose for example, if we consider delta n is the number of lines per unit cross sectional area. ಒಂದು cross sectional ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಈ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸಿಟಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ more the number of lines in any cross sectional area, then more the intensity of electric field we will find in that region. This is the meaning of this property. So the last but important property is electric field lines do not pass through a conductor. Hence, the interior of conductor is free from the influence of the electric field. So if we imagine the electric field lines in a conductor, right? Inside the conductor, whether it is a solid or a hollow conductor, there will be no electric field. Therefore, we should not represent the electric field lines inside a conductor. So, conductor ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇನಿದ್ರು ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ we will always draw it outside the conductor but not through the conductor. Okay, the conductor might be a solid conductor ಆಗಿರಲಿ ಅಥವಾ hollow conductor ಆಗಿರಲಿ, electric field lines will never pass through the conductor. So ಈ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿನ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? For a conductor we also name it as electrostatic shielding. ಬಟ್ ಅದೇ ನಾವು ಇನ್ಸುಲೇಟರ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಆನ್ ಇನ್ಸುಲೇಟರ್. ಇನ್ಸುಲೇಟರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ hollow conductor, if we have assumed imagined an insulator, then electric field lines can pass through it. Okay, so these are few very important properties of electric field lines. So let's have a quick review on what all we discussed so far. So we discussed about electric field lines. Electric field lines means those are curved or straight imaginary lines in the electric field such that the tangents drawn to the straight or curved lines represents the direction of the electric field at those particular point. And we also discussed about different electric field lines due to different configurations. For a point charge, what we seen, for a positive charge, electric field lines will be always acting radially outward direction. For a negative charge, electric field lines will be acting always radially inward direction. In case of dipole, the electric field lines will originate from positive charge and terminates towards the negative charge. But in case of two same charges, like charges, the electric field lines will be acting in radially outward direction, right? When we are considering two different charges, electric field lines will be contracted lengthwise, which represents the force of attraction between those two similar unlike charges. But whereas in case of same charges, there will be a lateral pressure exerted between the electric field lines. So that lateral pressure represents the force of repulsion between those two same charges. Also, we observed the electric field lines in case of uniform field. So in case of uniform field, we always draw the straight lines which will start from positive terminal and terminates towards the negative terminal, right? And we discussed the different properties of electric field lines, like they are imaginary lines, and if you place a unit positive charge in the electric field, then that charge should trace the path of the electric field lines, and then all those things which we had discussed earlier. Then the important property, that is, two electric field lines will never cross each other. Why they will never cross each other? Because at that point of intersection we can get two different directions for the electric field, whereas practically that is not possible, because at one particular point practically only one direction may exist for the electric field. But if we assume that electric field lines are crossing each other, then we have to draw two different tangents for two different directions. So this is not possible. And also we discussed about electric field lines. If they are crowded, then the field strength is more. If they are less crowded, then the field strength is less. Also, electric field lines should always be represented perpendicularly on the surface of any charged conductor, whether it may be positive or it might be negative. And also we saw the number density of the field lines is always proportional to the intensity of the electric field in that region. And for a hollow or a solid conductor, the electric field line should never pass through them. But where in case of insulator, the electric field lines can pass through, right? So these are all the important properties which we have learnt in this session. Hope you understood today's session. We will meet up in the next session. Till then, take care.